Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a first impression and demo on the new Real Techniques, their Miracle Diamond Sponge. So this isn't brand new, but it is fairly newer. And so I asked my Snapchat, do you guys want to see a video on it? Have you seen enough videos on it? And so many people, I couldn't believe the amount of people that said, I've never even heard of this. I've never seen any videos on it. And it got so many screenshots to do this video. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this video. So again, this is what it looks like. It is from Real Techniques. They do have a sponge. It's like the bright orange one. I can grab my sponges in a second here to compare them. And then they just came out with this one as well. Obviously, I'm curious about it because of how it looks. It's very eye-catching to me. Really, I guess I started thinking about it once I saw the feedback coming in from my Snapchat, and I thought, the only video that I've seen on this sponge is from Casey Holmes. She mentioned this in a video, and then I saw her use it in a makeup tutorial after that, and she said that she still was really liking it. So I placed an order online from Ulta about a week ago, and I decided to purchase this, and then now we're going to go ahead and see how it works. So I do have some of my eye makeup done, not all of it, because I like to put concealer on before I finish off my under eyes and that sort of thing, but I'm going to test it out with foundation, concealer, cream contour, baking, all that good stuff. Everything that I would use my regular beauty blender for, I'm going to put it to the test, see how it works. I can compare it against the Real Techniques sponge, and I can also compare it against the beauty blender. I'm not going to use any of those other tools on my face. I'm going to use only this and test it out for all of those different functions to see how I really think that it works. Sponge is $9.99. Again, I found mine at Ulta. I have only seen it online so far. I just was at Ulta the day before I'm filming this, and I walked through the Real Techniques section and I did not see it in stores yet, but that might just be because I live in small town Iowa. I don't know, it might be at your store. But for me, I've only seen it online. So from the back, it says, this multifaceted Miracle Diamond Sponge is designed to work with multiple products on different areas of your face. No two sponges are alike. Each has its own unique swirl design. Oh, I didn't know that. It's like a snowflake. How cute. So it says the top is to buff and blend for a flawless finish. The larger flat sides function as a wedge to apply makeup to larger areas. The smaller flat sides work around the eyes, mouth, and brow bone, and the pointed tip covers small imperfections. It says use wet for dewy application and dry for full coverage powders, and you're supposed to replace it every 1 to 3 months. So let's go ahead, try this out. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face, and then we will come back with foundation and get this wet and see how it goes. Okay, so I went ahead and got it wet, so it is a bit bigger now. I'm going to use my Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. I did prime my face, and then I pulled my hair back as well. So I'll just apply this over my face. So this sponge, like I said, is $9.99. One of the Real Techniques sponges is $6.99, or on the Ulta website, you can get two for $10.99, and then the beauty blender is $20. So those are just a few comparisons for you. So let's go ahead and see how this works. So like it said, it does have the flat top here, and then I don't know if you can see it on camera real great, but it has these smaller edges here, and then it has these edges, and it has the pointed tip. There's a lot to this. This is very interesting. So I'm going to use the top first and go ahead and bounce it in. So one thing that I'll say is that I always used the Real Techniques sponges. I used them for a while before I purchased a beauty blender, and I was like, this is the most amazing thing of life. I absolutely love this sponge. And then I bought the beauty blender, and I was like, oh, I think I actually love it more than the Real Techniques. Not that I don't like the Real Techniques, I just like the beauty blender a little bit more, but it is very expensive. And recently my dog has come to also really love beauty blenders. She doesn't discriminate though, the beauty blender, the Real Techniques sponge. I got a sponge from Pur Cosmetics with their Cameo Contour powder. Yeah, she'll eat all of them. She doesn't care. She doesn't discriminate like that. So I'm having to become more crafty with where I put my beauty blenders, because no matter where I put them, she's finding a way to get them. And she had chewed up 2 of the Real Technique sponges, and I was like, okay, don't be mad, they're $6.99, but it's fine, no big deal. And then the other night she chewed up my $20 nude beauty blender, and I was like, Great. So the Sephora VIB sale is coming up for me real soon. I'm waiting for like the VIB access to start, and then I'm gonna buy beauty blenders, and I've got this one, and you know, we're just gonna hide them in better places. Okay, so what I have to say about blending out the foundation, again, using the top side of this, is that because it's so large, I mean, it went on very quickly. I won't say it has as much like bounce as the Beauty Blender, but it has more bounce than the Real Technique sponge. So that was interesting, but yeah, that really didn't take long at all. And then I'm just gonna kind of like flip it on the side and just kind of make sure the foundation is blended around my nose and my mouth. I really like the side, and I'm gonna do it in between my eyebrows too. Yeah, the side makes it really handy because it can kind of get into those like smaller areas. Okay, so I like that. So far so good. So far so good. Okay, so that's gonna be good for foundation. Let's go ahead and put concealer on. Okay, so this is just on the top. It's my Better Skin concealer from Maybelline. So I'll go ahead and apply that on the under eyes like normal. And then also use it to highlight areas of my face. And then for this part, I'm gonna like flip it, and I'm gonna use like one of these sides here and see how that goes. And I'm gonna have the pointed tip like pointing up towards my eye. See how this goes. You know, I have to say, like, the packaging really did like pull me in. I mean, like, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Am I right? But so I thought that was really cute, but I was like, you know what? I want to see if it actually works. I was really intrigued from Casey Holmes because not only did she really enjoy it in her video where she was testing it out, but then she actually used it in another makeup tutorial that she filmed for YouTube. And that's kind of my way that I know someone actually really does like something, because you just hear too often, you know, beauty vloggers or YouTubers like raving about a product, you know, in a tested out video, or sometimes even a favorites video, they rave about it, but then you never see them use it, and it's like, wait, I thought, wasn't that your favorite? Like, why don't you ever use it? So when I saw her use it in another makeup tutorial, and you know, she still made a comment in there like, still really liking the sponge, I was like, okay, maybe I should get it. And it blended out the product super fast. I really liked using the side for that one, and especially having that pointed tip up towards my eyes. I felt like that like helped make a difference. So concealer went on with absolutely zero issues so far. Still so good. Okay, so the next test is going to be baking. I'm gonna grab some of my Maybelline loose setting powder and use this to bake. So I like that it's so big because like I've gotten that side dirty, but now I'm just going to kind of flip it around, and I'm going to use this side to bake. So again, I'm going to hold it on the side of it and just dip it in, and then once again I'm going to use the pointy side like towards my under eye, and we'll see how this works. So far so good. I'll do the other eye. The Maybelline powder, I mentioned it in one of my videos where I used it in a tutorial. It like doesn't show up right away when you put it on. I don't know why it is, but like once you like, I don't know, let it dry or something, it starts to show up. It's really weird. Like my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder shows up right as you put it on. For some reason the Maybelline one doesn't, and I always think like, am I not using enough product? But it does show up, it just takes some time for whatever reason, but I'm almost out of my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm waiting for the VIB sale to get here before I make another purchase, so that's why I'm using the Maybelline one again. I don't know if you'll be able to really see the powder in the camera with like the sunshine hitting directly on here. Once again, I mean, it applied really nice. I don't have any complaints about the baking going on, so I'll leave the baking to sit for a little bit, and I'll do some cream contouring next. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my Pur Cameo Contour stick. I'm going to use the contour side and go ahead and draw some lines on my face. I really like can't get over how much I'm liking it, because I still have more areas to be able to use the sponge that aren't dirty yet. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to take this flat side, I'm just going to go down like this and blend it out. So first impressions, it's blending very well. like I would expect it to. So far, as I'm going through everything, I'm quite impressed with this. I'm very happy with my purchase so far. It's all looking pretty dang good to me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna dust away the powder, and I'm going to like bronze and probably like finish up the rest of my face and eyes, and then I will come back and give you my final thoughts on the diamond sponge. Okay, so I just finished off the rest of my makeup real quick, but I am pretty excited about the sponge, I'm not gonna lie. So just based off first impressions, using the flat side here for my foundation, I felt like worked really well because it was very quick. It blended out very easily, it was very, very fast. And then next when I moved on to concealer and I used more of like the side but then also the point up here, again, blended out really fast, and I just thought it was super easy. I liked the sharp point, which comes on most of the beauty blenders as well, but I almost felt like this one was like the smallest, most precise one, because it was really getting like that spot in like the very inner corner of your eye. It really got in there, so I was impressed about that. Baking, there wasn't any issue with. I found it fine to bake with. And then even like concealer, super fine, blended out easily, it was very quick. But what I feel like I like most about it is I just feel like it's bigger than the other ones, and because you have so many of the different sides, I feel like I truly could use this for everything, where sometimes if I use the beauty blender or the other Real Technique sponge, I almost feel like sometimes like by the time I get to blending out the contour, I'm like, should I go clean this? Like it looks pretty filthy. But I felt like I was able to just keep like moving it around and using it for different purposes. So I really liked that. So this is kind of what the Real Techniques regular makeup sponge looks like. Again, these are $6.99. It does have the flat side that I like, and then usually it does have a point right here, but like I said, my dog eats all my beauty blenders, so there's that. And then also, this is the only beauty blender that I own. It's one of the nude beauty blenders, so it has more of the rounded side, and again, this side normally would come to a tip, but I have a dog. So that's just kind of what they look like. And then again, here is what the diamond sponge looks like. Obviously, it's really dirty now because I have used it, but I liked how big it was. I liked all the different sides to it. I liked that you were really able to use it for a lot of different functions, like it said, like in the claims that it said. So I really appreciated that. Overall, I'm really impressed with it. For the price, it's not bad at all. Like I said, you can get it at Ulta for $9.99, so I didn't think that was a bad price at all. Do I like it more than the Beauty Blender? I don't think so. I think that I still like the Beauty Blender more because I like the way the Beauty Blender like bounces on the face. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like so lightweight that I really like that part. But I like that this is bigger, and I like this pointed end more. I don't feel like the Beauty Blender has as small and defined point on the bottom of it. So now I'm like, do I? I really did like this one. You know, maybe this might have to be something where I don't just use it on a first impression. I'll use it again and, you know, a couple more times to do my makeup and then really be able to say, do I like this more than the Beauty Blender or not? I do like this more than the other Real Techniques makeup sponge. I will say that. I could kind of tell right off the bat, because sometimes the other Real Techniques one, the orange one, is a little bit too hard for me. No matter how wet I get it, it still is almost a little bit too hard on my face. This one is not hard at all, so I really liked that. So I definitely like this more than the Real Techniques. I'm not quite sure yet where I'd place it with the Beauty Blender. Right now, I think I still like the Beauty Blender more, but honestly, you know, for the two things that I said that I like this more and for the price, this one might actually beat out the Beauty Blender. I'm gonna give it a few more tries and I'll let you guys know, but based on first impressions, this is like neck and neck with the Beauty Blender, and it's about half the price. So this one could be a definite winner. I really hope that you guys liked this video or found it somewhat helpful. I wanted to be able to, you know, kind of show me using the diamond sponge for the first time and seeing how it works and kind of getting my first impression and my feedback. Again, I can use it in upcoming makeup tutorials and, you know, just be able to talk about it more, maybe in a favorites video or just a review video coming up, and let you guys know what I think. But based off my first impressions, I was very impressed with this. I would definitely recommend it as of right now. I can leave it linked down below to Ulta, and yeah, I'm really happy. So thank you to Casey Holmes for the recommendation, because I'm pretty darn happy with this one as of right now. I was impressed with it. What did you guys think? Do you guys have it? Do you think you will get it? Let me know in the comments down below. But so far, the Real Techniques Miracle Diamond Sponge is getting a thumbs up from me. Super happy that I found it, because, you know, now I need to buy a lot more beauty blenders to replace the ones that my dog has been trying to eat, and find a new spot to hide my beauty blenders. I'm gonna have to work on that. But yes, this will be linked down in the description box below. I really hope that you guys liked this first impression / demo video. Oh, also I did want to say that if you guys do like this, I actually picked up an extra one, and it's going in my giveaway that I have going on right now. So I do have a giveaway going on right now. It'll be linked in the description box below. I recently released a book on November 1st. I'm an author. It's a holiday novella, and it's called The Christmas Surprise, and I put together a really big giveaway for it. But I only released like 1/3 of the prizes on YouTube. All of the other prizes I'm sharing throughout the month of November on my Snapchat. But I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek here. Like, maybe I'll do sneak peeks throughout the month if I can and if it makes sense, but this does make sense because this is a prize that I'm showing actually the night that I'm filming this video. So if you guys want to win everything that is in that giveaway video that has been shown, plus a lot more prizes: makeup, beauty, gift cards, fashion, holiday decorations, home decor, you name it. This is a very, very big giveaway to celebrate my book release. I'll leave my book linked down below as well. Shameless plug. But if you guys want to win all that, make sure you check out the giveaway video because it will explain everything in there. But yes, the Miracle Sponge will be won by someone, and now I'm really excited for someone to win it because I ended up really liking it. So, okay, that's it. Now I'm really done. Thank you so much. Subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you real soon in my next one. Bye.